Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode in the episodic Two Friends Super Series. Today, we have something. We have something very special that we wanted to do. Valentine's Day is happening when you're watching this, and love is in the air for many of you. For some of you, you might be spending it with your grandmother. Others, you might be trapped with a crazy woman. But we have hatred, vitriol, and other things in the air. And mostly it's between me and Corey. So we wanted to take this time to do a horror dating game show. So we've got 12 different horror monsters slash like horror queens. Basically anybody that's like a villain in a horror movie that's a woman is considered here. Um, and we're gonna go through 3 rounds, knocking them out. Whoever is like the bottom four for the first couple rounds gets eliminated, and then in the last round, it's the bottom three all get eliminated, and we have our number one. We're going to go into our first round. Our first round is going to be based off of looks of the monster slash woman. And for this round, like I was saying before, whoever scores the lowest in the four of them goes home. So, our first pick here is Pamela Voorhees, Mrs. Voorhees. I'm particularly not too fond of her, mainly because she has short hair. I do not like that.
Can I preface
Corey,
can I preface something real quick? I I'm married, right? And so I don't feel comfortable doing this, but I have to because I'm obligated to. But I Jordan has been on like this kick of like just straight up just being an incel with, how sexualized he makes all these women in movies and video games
it's
out to
not even a
be. He
sexualization
just
thing.
he just came out with a video about a couple weeks ago on how to have sex in Dark Souls, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video, so that way you can go see it. But I just want to be clear that I do not feel comfortable with this. All right, go ahead. I feel like Pamela Voorhees looks a little bit like my grandmother, so I'm out.
All right, so currently, I think for both of us, she's at the bottom then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then give us our next piece here, Corey. Who's next on the list?
Bride of Chucky.
The Bride of Chucky. Now, I'm particularly afraid of dolls. Um, so this is kind of I'm gonna have to put her like right above Mrs. Voorhees. Like she's above her right now, but I don't think she's like gonna be staying anywhere high.
I am particularly biased because the entire Chucky series is like top 3 horror series for me. And this one in particular, I really like this movie in particular. Um, I would have to say, uh, out of 4, it'd probably be 2 for me.
Out of
I
four,
Yeah, because aren't we doing like four people?
for eliminations, so
Oh,
you think she's like the second on the elimination
oh no,
bracket?
no, no, no! I got it all wrong. Sorry, because I just found out about what we were doing 5 minutes before we started recording. Anyway, so which is always in the Google Doc for me to go and check out, but
So you'd say she's lower than Mrs.
no,
Voorhees?
I would say that she's not getting eliminated in my book, and it's because of the smoke. It's the smoker voice. It's the heart tattoo. It's the bling she's got. It's the ashy eyeliner and the drawn on eyebrows. The yellow teeth. She's pretty up there for me. So
Okay. We'll have to see where your thoughts are at the end of the round then.
okay, all right. Moving on.
We
We
have
have
The Grudge.
The Grudge.
So, The Grudge, I forgot her real name. But she's like sort of a regular woman that was uh begrudged, if you will. Um,
Did you just
I,
put shit in here? You didn't even watch the movie?
I've watched the movies before. I have all like, aren't there three of them? I have all three.
You did the research. You did.
Nah.
Yeah. This is an adult though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That was the one thing that I tried to make sure of for all of them.
Moving on. Moving on. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Anyways, The Grudge. I'm gonna have to put her at the top right now. So she's above the doll, Bride of Chucky for me. Where do you put her, Corey?
Very bottom. Very muddy, stinky, inky. I don't like it. Very bottom.
Okay, I see. You don't like your girls to have a little bit of dirt on them. Okay.
I'm married. Moving on. Annie Wilkes. Now, I'm sure most of our viewers probably have not seen this movie. It's one of the better movies that has come out of the 80s, 90s era of horror movies. It's called Misery. Very, very great movie. And I would say that she's right behind the doll for me. Out of everything that we've seen so far, the doll is number one, and this crazy bitch is number two.
Damn. For me, I'm okay. I don't remember the actual name of the Annie Wilkes actor. Uh, but she's in a lot of different horror stuff, and I'm gonna say this: she terrifies me. Like everything that she's in, she plays. She always plays like the really dominant, like beat your ass type of woman, and that's scary. So I'm gonna have to put her. I'm gonna have to put her at the absolute bottom. Unfortunately, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
she'd body slam my ass. She'd RKO me.
Mm-hmm. 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 Or she could do what she's doing right now, where she put a piece of wood in between
Oh,
this guy's feet, and she's gonna break his foot. You should
Jesus.
see the movie; it's really good. Moving on, we have Deborah Logan. Uh,
This is in monster form, by the way.
uh,
Monster form.
man, putting these together, there were a couple of them that looked like my Aunt Barbara. So, bottom, she's bottom,
Bottom for you.
bottom.
I'm gonna put her. She's above Mrs. Voorhees, but that I think she's not above Bride of Chucky, and The Grudge is still at top.
God, dude, your taste is just ugh. Valid.
On to The Nun. So I'm gonna be honest.
Sorry.
If there was like a nose job,
You don't like that nose, dude?
no, it's protruding. How are you supposed to kiss somebody whose nose is like that?
It's part of it, man.
You're kissing nose at that point.
That's part of it. You never kiss some nose, dude?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to go. I think she's above Bride of Chucky for me.
Um, I'd say right now she's number one for me. Number one.
Damn.
Number one. Number one.
Okay, moving on to the lights out woman.
Why would you say? Why would you say that? Wait for.
What?
Just wait. Just wait for me. Diana Walter. This bitch straight up does look like my Aunt Barbara with how skinny she is. She's skin and bones. So I'm gonna have to say, and you don't even see her. You don't even get to see her throughout the entire movie. So, well, maybe you do. I don't know. It's been a while. Bottom, last one.
That's
Last
like one of
position.
those shadow things from the Irithyll in Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna have to put
I
her.
tell you, dude, how to have sex in Dark
She's
Souls.
she's
He knows, bro. He knows.
she she's absolute bottom for me.
Okay, moving on. The Bride of Frankenstein.
Mm. Um.
Dude, this guy. This fucking
I'm
guy.
gonna be honest, bro. She's top. She's at the top.
She's mid tier. Mid tier.
I mean, the hair is just like the hair is right.
Moving on. La Dorana. I said it.
I
I
know
fucked
this
it up.
one.
Jesus Christ.
I know this is gonna be pretty high up there for you, huh?
Nope, absolutely not. I'm gonna say this bitch is last place.
For me, I think La Llorona is gonna be at third right now. Um, no particular reason.
Are you keeping track of this?
Um, I mean, it's gonna shift around as we go, so.
That's not good news, guys. That's not good news. All right, moving on. We have Mary Shaw from Dead Silence.
So
Another.
Mary Shaw for me. Um, I think she's just like I think she's even below Mrs. Voorhees. So she's like right above the Lights Out girl.
I would have to say that this was another movie that I was uh, not in the right state of mind for, and we watched it so long ago. I don't even remember who this bitch is.
No,
So
to be honest, I mean I watched the movie. I've watched it several times and I barely remember her because the puppet is like the point of the movie. But you kind of forget about some villains like that.
yeah,
But
so
she's like the puppet maker.
yeah, she's middle of the pack right now for me. I like the cartoon nose, and the Sharpie drawn puppet lines on her cheeks,
Oh yeah.
and the hair. The hair is
She's
top
like
tier.
becoming a not a ventriloquist. She's becoming the dummy herself.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have Midris Winchester.
You say Midris?
Midris.
That's what? That's her real name?
I know her name. Last name's Winchester, bro. You were the one that was supposed to do the research. And
Well, she's just really known as Mrs. Winchester. I mean,
Midris Winchester.
I don't know. For me, her looks wise, she looks like a fucking Karen. So I'm gonna put her at very last place.
Yeah,
She
well,
looks like the type where she's gonna say some snarky ass shit
fuck
to you.
you. Fuck you. You're not thinking about it right, man. To me, I know it's all about looks, but right now, fuck the looks, bro. I'm taking the money. She's number one. She's number one. I'm taking the money, bro. All right, moving on.
Damn.
You not know Winchester rifles? Like she was the wife of the
Yeah,
husband that
I
created
watched the movie. I've watched it twice.
Michelle Crane.
So she
This is from Insidious 2, by the way. Go ahead.
she's pretty good looking. So I'll put her at the very top for me.
Yeah, well, I think she's crazy, and I don't like her drawn on eyebrows. I don't. I also don't like the earrings, and her nails. Her nails are painted too dark. And she looks like she's got the neck of an F1 driver. So we're gonna go probably, I would say middle of the pack for me.
The neck of an F1 driver's wall. We've reached the end of round one, so we have to eliminate 4 people based off of who's the lowest. So my absolute bottom of the pack, just so we're clear, is the Lights Out woman, Annie Wilkes, Mrs. Winchester, and hold up, Mary Shaw. Those are my 4 at the bottom.
Okay. I'm gonna say my bottom 4 is gonna be Pamela Voorhees in last place. In 11th place, we have The Grudge. In 10th place, we have Deborah Logan. And in 9th place, we have Diana Walter. I mean, 10th place.
Okay.
I mean, no, not 10th place. Whatever. Those are my bottom 4. So what do we eliminate? What do we?
So we know that we're eliminating. We know that we're eliminating Lights Out girl. We
Yes.
know that we're eliminating Deborah Voorhees.
Okay, hold on, hold on. So, okay, delete page. Lights out, girl. Where's she at? Uh, delete page. All right, what's next?
Okay. Where where was Mrs. Winchester on your list?
She's up there, bro. I think she's like number 2.
Okay. Where was Mary Shaw on your list?
Mary, where are you at? I think she was like 5.
5. So Mary Shaw is gonna go then, because she was low for me as well. And then
Alright.
where was Annie Wilkes on your list?
She was like number 3.
What about The Grudge?
Absolute. Wait, last. Like, whoa.
Okay, so she moved to my mid tier throughout that as well. So The Grudge is the last one getting eliminated this round.
All right. No, no, we're not. She took me over, dude. She took me over and made me duplicate herself. All right.
All right, so we successfully eliminated 4.
Okay. List those out, please. Who do we eliminate?
Our absolute last place that we eliminated was the Lights Out woman, which I think was like Diane Frankie or some shit. Weird ass name.
Diana Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then our second place
What do you mean second?
that we
place?
eliminated, or I guess third.
No, it's 12th, 11th, 10th.
Okay, 11th, coming in 11th place overall, getting eliminated, was Mrs. Voorhees.
I can agree. Okay.
Then coming in at number 10 overall, getting eliminated, was Mary Shaw from Dead Silence.
All right. Well, what's round 2 consist of?
Wait. We still have number 9.
Nobody cares about that bitch, but go ahead.
Number 9 getting eliminated was The Grudge.
Ah, see, told you.
So round 2, we're going based off of their attacks. And just as a side note that we can include into that is how much of a turn on it is, just to keep it sort of in that sense for Valentine's Day, right?
Jordan can follow that. I'm not following that. Go ahead. If my wife sees this, she's gonna turn into the bitch from Misery, dude. I can't. So, all right, go ahead. You go.
All right.
Bride of Chucky.
So Bride of Chucky is who we have first off. So Bride of Chucky, if I remember correctly, because it's been a little bit since I've seen this movie, and when I did see it, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hyper focus on the movie. I really never have with a Chucky film.
That's crazy. They're good. Top 3
She
series of all time, dude.
She mainly like stabs, right? That's her thing.
She'll do anything. She's from the streets, man. She fights dirty. But yes, she mainly stabs. Yeah, I mean she'll suffocate, she'll stab, I know you like the suffocation part. See that noise you just made? Yeah. So anyway,
I feel like for the like doll characters, I don't know, they've always been sort of a meh. Like I don't feel like they do enough as far as attacks go, and the kills never look or feel satisfying. So I'm gonna keep her at the bottom right now.
Okay. I would say based on how cool her attacks are, she's gotta be at the bottom. There's nothing special about her attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We have Annie Wilkes. I'll start this one. She's number 1. She's number 1, man.
I mean, shit, judging by what you were saying earlier with this whole situation in this scene, I think she's at my number 1 right now.
This bitch is
seems torturous.
Crazy. This bitch is crazy. I'll put some clips in from YouTube. I'll put some clips in of what this bitch does.
Danny.
Shh, darling. Trust me.
God's sake.
It's for the best. God, I love you.
So we both
And
number
also,
one.
for right now, yeah. And also, like, the actor, that shit she does where she's always got, like, her bottom teeth showing all the time. Like, that's tough.
Okay, all right. Moving on. Deborah Logan.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go above Annie Wilkes
You sick
over
fuck.
with Deborah. The scene where she's got her mouth agape over the person's head.
Jordan.
We've already talked about that before. Like, that's crazy. That's some like mind bending shit.
And that's a turn on for you?
No, I'm just saying, like, she's more original.
Sucking on somebody's head.
Okay. See, you making it.
Moving on. All right, she's bottom. Old
Damn,
hag.
okay.
She's such an old goat.
So right now, Deborah Logan is on the chopping block then.
Yeah. Where did you put her?
I had her on the top, but you've got her on the bottom. That's the first kind of difference that we've had in this round. Anyways,
Moving on, we have Valak.
I feel like attack-wise, I mean, I don't feel like she's anything particularly special. And most of the time,
She's
for
one
a
of the
lot
most
of the
powerful demons.
yeah, but she doesn't really do a whole lot. She basically just has like the Force from Star Wars.
Yeah, she does some pretty insane shit with that force too, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times that any attacks that she does are always, she's always like using somebody else to do the attack.
That's what makes it so cool. Do you not remember the magazine scene from The Nun 2?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was one
I
of
don't
the
know.
coolest fucking things I've seen.
I feel like for me, she's just right above Bride of Chucky.
And I mean, turning what's her face, the main protagonist in The Nun, like turning her love interest against her and making him possessed, that isn't cool to you either?
No, I think that goes against my values.
Okay, she's number 2 on my list for how cool her attacks are.
All right.
Moving on, we have the Bride of Frankenstein.
I mean, like, I feel like she's bottom absolute for this.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really attack. You know what she does?
Yeah.
You know what her attack is? It's nagging.
I mean, that's a pretty powerful attack, depending on how you look at it.
Moving on, we have the Curse of La Llorona. It's a tough
I don't
one.
know. Her attacks.
I mean, she gets rid of a lot of snot-nosed kids.
Yeah.
So we're going off of that base. I'm gonna say she's top 3.
Okay. I think for me, who do I have? So I've got Bride of Frankenstein absolute bottom, and then Bride of Chucky above that. I think I can put her above where Bride of Chucky is, right? Or actually, I'll put her above where Valak is. Yeah, I think that moves Bride of Chucky currently into the chopping block.
Excuse me. Well, moving
But-
on. No but. Moving on.
Okay.
Mrs. Winchester.
So she really doesn't have any attacks.
Money.
Yeah, like
Money.
she has money, yeah.
Most powerful attacks of all, man.
I don't know. She in the movie kind of like moves around. She does some things. She scares you, spooks you. I don't think she ever really like personally touched anybody she attacked much. So I think I'm gonna have to put her. Um, I'm gonna have to put her. I think she's right above Bride of Frankenstein.
She's top 4 for me. Top 4.
Top four.
Right,
Okay.
right after the Miss La Llorona. Moving
Okay.
on, we have Michelle Crane. She's just a demon, dude. She's just a demon. So, I'm probably gonna say she's maybe sixth. So, I think that's where I'm gonna put her. It's the eyebrows for me, dude.
Mm. I think yeah, as far as like attacks, she doesn't do a lot. She only really had a couple attacks throughout the whole movie. She did have that one scene where she like smacked the shit out of the wife, which was really funny. And it was completely like no filter, just out of nowhere. But other than that, she doesn't really do a lot. So I think she can go above uh above Miss Winchester for me. Um where'd you put her?
I said sixth.
Okay. So she's kind of in a lower tier herself. You had Deborah Logan kind of lower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that would put Deborah Logan back in the survival, and that would take Michelle Crane out. So number 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 8 getting eliminated is going to be Bride of Frankenstein. She was our absolute lowest rated throughout that whole round.
See ya.
Nobody, there's just no interest there whatsoever.
Okay.
Next up in the eliminations of that round is going to be Michelle Crane. She was rated pretty low across the both of us.
Bye bye, eyebrows. Next.
Then next to get eliminated is going to be Bride of Chucky.
Ooh,
She
see ya.
wasn't rated very high between us. She had a pretty good start. And then finally, the last to get eliminated in this round is Valak.
What?
She did not score super high.
Where the hell is Deborah Logan at? I thought she was out of this bitch.
No, she's still in it.
All right, round 3. What does it
All right.
consist of?
So, round 3. This is our final round. So, we're going to have one standing by the end of this, even if we have to, like, continuously tie break.
I'll fucking kill you, dude. Go ahead.
Okay. This is the most special part, the most special portion. Who's going to protect you the most?
Oh, well, first up, we have Annie Wilkes. I don't think she's doing much protecting. So,
For real?
I mean, you can see the picture right there, man. You piss her off enough, she'll fucking torture you.
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's consistent because then you get somebody that tries to mess with you and she's going to beat the fuck, like she's going to sledgehammer them.
Yeah, I would agree. After she tortures you.
Okay. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she's upper echelon, but obviously she's just one out of the 4 right now. But
Okay, out of terms of who is the most capable of protecting you, I would say she's got to be number 1 right now. I think I have to agree with you.
Okay.
So, moving on, we have Deborah Logan. This bitch, last place. She's skin and bones, bro. She's not protecting nobody. Look at her hairline, that smug fucking look on her face. She ain't protecting nobody. She's sucking on heads, bro.
I'm gonna have to agree. I mean, with the sucking on heads and shit like that, she could just like do a Kirby suck up and take whoever's trying to mess with you away. But I feel like she's definitely number 2 below Ann Wilkes.
Moving on.
Annie Wilkes.
La Llorona. I mean, she's protecting you from some kids, but
yeah, I feel like she's maybe above She's above Deborah Logan for me, but I don't know. I don't feel like she's gonna do much to protect you. I feel like she's a little too far gone. She's got the curse in her eyes.
Out of a relationship standard, she's not gonna be there to support you much, because she's got her own job, her own thing, which is taking away the snot nosed kids. So I gotta say, she's right above Deborah Logan.
Okay.
Moving on, Mrs. Winchester, number one.
You're putting her number one?
Number one.
How is she gonna protect you the most?
She's one of the richest women on the fucking planet. What do you mean?
What can she do to protect you?
Money. I said it from the get-go, man. I'm with this bitch till I die for the money.
Okay. I'm putting her second place. I feel like Annie Wilkes is still above her.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thoughts, but I think
Mm-hmm.
let's make it a little bit more interesting then. So we have our absolute last bomb of the place
Mm-hmm.
is
Deborah Logan. Yes,
So
delete.
she's out.
And then La Llorona. Right?
Yeah.
That bitch is out. So I see what you're saying. We got to argue now. That's what we do.
Yes.
That's what we're best at, man. I'm gonna tell you something right now. There is infinite amounts of money with Mrs. Winchester. Infinite amounts. You understand? She could raise a fucking army to take down Annie Wilkes.
But Annie Wilkes has a sledgehammer.
Fuck that bitch. What's
Literally
a sledgehammer gonna do against a fucking Winchester rifle? I got you there. Silence.
Literally, it would bend it. It'd be over.
Yeah, the Winchester gun would kill Annie Wilkes with a sledgehammer, because they could be 250 yards away.
You let this bitch get a block of wood next to your feet, and you are going to not walk for ever.
And that's fine, bro. But you take a Winchester rifle bullet to the heart, and you won't live. Fuck the walking.
How about this? I'll agree with you on this. If Mrs. Winchester has a Winchester rifle, I think she wins.
We have our winner, folks.
Honestly, I wanted Mrs. Winchester to lose, but I do have to give it to her, I guess. And plus, Winchester, out of all of these movies on here, I would put it pretty high up there.
It's the best.
I mean, Insidious 2 is my favorite on there, but Winchester I'd put as second.
Oh, man. Well, I was hoping this bitch would win. And I am going to tell you something right now, viewers. I will not let Jordan's incelness and sexualization influence the position that this channel is going to be in, and the path forward. Jordan is making videos about trying to do some dirty things with some Dark Souls characters, and this will be the last one. I only let this happen because it's Valentine's Day and it made sense. But I can see that Jordan is pretty upset right now, because he thinks I'm just talking shit and I'm making him out to be a bad person. Well, surprise, he is a piece of shit and he is a bad person. And this was another episode in the Book of Dread, and happy Valentine's Day. And I know that all of you are alone, and you're going to stay alone forever. Bye-bye.
Happy Valentine's.